Now I think from where we had left and the settings that we have at the moment, um, since we have the JavaScript code that we need to connect to the backend, the next step that we will want probably is to define the APIs, that is the PHP code that we will use to connect our JavaScript, and then that PHP scripts, those PHP scripts will be used to connect to the database itself. For obvious reasons, as we have discussed, JavaScript is a front-end code base. It does not and it cannot connect to core objects from the database. So we need a back-end language. In this case, we do not want a lot of setups that will come with other languages. We simply need a language that is flexible. In this case, that's why we picked PHP. Okay, now to get that running, let's start with the database itself. Let's start our XAMPP server. Let's start with XAMPP here so that we can get our server into running. Once we have the server running, we should be able to easily connect to the database. Okay, yeah, now we have our XAMPP running the Apache server and the MySQL database. Okay, let's jump over to the PHP MyAdmin and go through PHP MyAdmin. Yeah, this thing is over. Okay, there we go. Okay, PHP MyAdmin. Okay, so what we need is to create a database that we want to be using with the PHP code that we will be writing to interact with our front end. So we'll create a database, just click on the new, and then add the database name here, and let's call it employee, and then we click on the create. Okay, that creates a database for us. Now that we have that, let's head over to that is the XAMPP folder. XAMPP folder. That's the in the XAMPP we need to go to the HT docs here. That's where we will be placing our code base. So simply let's first of all create just a folder that we will be using. We'll call it employees as well, so we don't get lost, but you can call it any other name, but it's better this way. Now you see what we've done here, we've created sort of what we could consider as a URL. Okay, if we say localhost / then paste in the employees. That directory will display in here. So we have the employees directory here that is displaying here. Okay, so the next thing is we simply need to add the code that we will need to use to have this one display, not what we're seeing here, but rather the actual HTML web pages. Okay, let's do just that in a very quick way. Open that, and then code, so you can open it in a VS Code editor. I hope it opens real quick. Okay, there you go, we have that one. The name. Yeah, so let's just create a file here. Let's call this, let's name it index. Well, this thing is index.php. Not properly. Yeah, things so. Okay. Index.php. So in this index.php, we can start a PHP code, or simply let's add in an HTML code. It's simple. HTML. Okay. Close the head tag there. Okay. Put the border there. And close the border tag there. Okay. Let's just throw some H1s in there. H1. My good PHP application. One close that there. Okay, so we will not style. We'll continue with the styling. Right now, let's just check if all is working. Just need to go to the browser and refresh it to see what we have in there. Yeah, there we go. We have my full PHP application there. So working now, it's displaying the HTML code, that is the HTML web page in our web browser. Okay, now we will go into creating now the PHP code, that is it, for creating the employees in our database. We have our database, right? Then we want to connect to the PHP code to that database, so we can interact with that database, where we can be able to create employees and then get employees from it. It is using the get HTTP method. We can update and we can delete. So, but first of all, we will need to connect to that database. Okay, so we will, in our next video, we will create the PHP script that will be used for connecting to the database.